Hey you guys, welcome back. I'm Alicia of thealicianicole.com, and in today's video I'm going to take you inside of my new ultimate monthly and weekly business planners here. So these are the planners that I created for my brand. I originally created these for myself, but I just updated both editions, so I'm going to take you inside and I'm going to show you how I use them in my own brand as well. But before we get into today's video, I have two things I want to go over with you. So the first thing is you may notice a little name change going on up there. That is because since I have been consistently getting into creating video and consistently, feeling good about this whole YouTube video content type of thing, I wanted to create a name that I know could grow with my brand. So what else would I create other than Alicia Nicole TV? So since my website is already thealicianicole.com, I figured Alicia Nicole TV would just be a really good addition onto the brand that I've already built. Plus, for some reason, YouTube wouldn't let me change my URL, so there's that. But the Leap and Launch name isn't going away for good. It's actually going to be the name of a product that I'm launching in early 2017. So if you're interested in that, just kind of keep your eyes and ears open. I'll be sharing more details about that early next year. The second thing I wanted to go over with you today is I don't want to for this brand to just be me on camera all the time. I wanted to be able to share stories of other creative entrepreneurs, not just my own. So if you know any creative entrepreneurs in any industry who you would like to see on this show for me to interview, please let me know their names. You can hit me up on Twitter at The Alicia Nicole, or you can leave a comment down below and just let me know which creatives you would like to see on this show so I can go ahead and reach out to them and hopefully get them on here. Think big and small. I'm really putting it out there that one day I'll be able to interview Marie Forleo or something. So just putting it out there. But as for today's video, like I said, I'm taking you into both the monthly and weekly business planners. So I originally created these planners a little over a year ago, and honestly I was just learning how to use InDesign when I created these planners originally, so the design was kind of wacky. It wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be, and there were also a few elements that I wanted to add in as well, as far as setting actionable goals for your brand. So I revamped both the monthly and the weekly planner, and I just created a second edition for both. So today I'm going to take you inside of both planners, and I'm also going to show you how I use the planners for my own brand. So how I map out my content each month, how I come up with my little system that I use where I color code all of my content before each month starts. So I'm going to take you into that as well. So stay tuned. We're going to jump right in. Alright you guys, so we're going to start off with the Ultimate Weekly Business Planner. So this isn't the one I use. I actually use the Ultimate Monthly Planner for my brand, but I'll show you exactly how I use that in just a moment. But as you can see here, the Ultimate Weekly Planner does come with a different pattern design. So real cute little, I like to call it confetti pattern design here. Of course, you have the Created by The Alicia Nicole little logo stamp on the back. And this planner is also, of course, going to be a little bit thicker than the Ultimate Monthly Planner, just because, of course, it has that weekly spread in here. So maybe a little less than an inch thick, but still love it. This one was probably the one that gave me the biggest headache when I was editing the first version, just because it is a lot more detailed and a lot more has to go into it than in the monthly planner. But I'll show you a little peek inside. So all of the planners, of course, you have space to write your name and contact information. But all of the planners come with directions on exactly how to use it. So you have space to write out your vision. You have space to set your goals for the year. You also have space to track both your income and your follower or traffic goals or your growth. And you also have just a little encouragement to literally start where you are in each planner. So none of the calendar pages in both planners are dated, which means you can write your own dates in, and you can literally start in the middle of June if you wanted to. Or you can start, at the very end of December. You can skip a month. So I love that these planners don't hold you back. They don't restrict you, and it doesn't put pressure on you to, when you should be using it. So you can literally start whenever you like. And there's also just little bits of quotes kind of thrown in throughout the entire planner as well. Alright, so for the Build Your Vision portion, I created 8 questions just to help you kind of put together the vision that you want for your business for the next 12 months. So I 100% believe that you can't make actionable goals if you have no clue where your brand is going to go or where you want your brand to go. So I love creating your vision. I love this space, and I love these questions to kind of help you just plan out your vision for the year. And then also I created this 2-page spread that's just blank. It says use this space to dream big. So I want you to pull out your markers, pull out your pretty ink pens, and literally just get creative with this page. So you can color in and draw out your actual vision. You can use stickers, you can cut out maybe little bits of magazine pieces to use this. And I love that it's in the planner because you're not always working from home. You're not always, at work. Maybe you're on the go and you're just in a moment where you want to remind yourself of why you're doing what you're doing. And this space, you'll have your planner with you, at all times. So you can always just open it up and look at it. You'll also find space here to plan out your big goals. So I have it broken up between the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. So what do you want to accomplish within those months? And then here we have space for you to record your income. So if you're running a business, that means you're making money. So I have it built up here where you'll just jot down the month, jot down exactly how much money you brought in, and then what your expenses were. So what's going out the door. This is just a good way to kind of gauge and see, if your expenses are a lot higher than your income, maybe you need to take a look back and see what you can cut down on. Or if your income has been pretty steady, or if you want to track and see how much you've grown each month. This little quick glance really helps you just keep track of your growth. And then of course we have space for you to track your page views, unique page views, your social media stats, your email subscribers as well. And I understand that everyone, just uses the typical Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. So I also added 2 little spots that says other, so you can just write in what other areas that you want to record your statistics for. So maybe you want to add in your YouTube subscribers or something like that. So I created just another 2 spaces for you to kind of add in your own platforms as well. Alright. And of course, space for your big accomplishments. Even big or small, I feel like every accomplishment should be celebrated. So I created some space for you to just jot down your big accomplishment or even your small accomplishment, and then also for you to record your date here. So you can actually use this planner as kind of like a mini journal. So people, so you can keep track of everything that you've accomplished throughout the entire year. Alright, and then my favorite part of both planners are going to be the product idea pages and the product planner pages. So if you're like me, you probably love jotting down your ideas before they kind of like leave your mind. And nothing is more annoying than having to carry around your planner, carry around a wallet, carry around maybe your laptop, plus a notebook to jot down things in. So I kind of consolidated all of that together. So instead of having to carry around a planner and your notebook, I created these product idea pages for you to just quickly just open up whenever an idea comes to you. Simply just jot those down real quick. And then I also created, you have space for more ideas here. And then I also created these product planner sheets. So this is where you can really take that idea and begin developing it out. So I created like your space to do a to-do list, so you can write down everything that has to go into you launching that product. Space for you to start putting together your launch strategy, so it says marketing or promo ideas. product name. You can go ahead and fill out the cost of what it will be, and also the pre-sale price as well. And then also I love this because I put in what are your big goals for this product. So if you want to put like a big income goal, so how much do you want to make from this product, or how many followers do you want to receive from this product, or maybe how many new students. So I put that there too, just because I like to go into everything with a bigger purpose or with a bigger goal in mind. Alright, so let's get into the calendar pages or the calendar spread. And like I said, this part is going to be, up until this point, is pretty much the same in both the weekly and the monthly business planner. So like I mentioned before, the calendar pages are all blank. So you would literally just type or write in the month, and then just go ahead and fill in the dates here as well. I put at the little bottom here your financial goals. So how much do you want to make this month? Space for notes. I actually like to use this space to color code my content, but I'll show you that in the monthly planner. Space for just positive affirmations. So I like to kind of meditate and just have like a positive affirmation, whether it be 1 or 2 each month, just something to just kind of think about. And then your 3 big goals for this month, you can go ahead and jot those down on the main calendar spread as well. And of course, it starts from Sunday to Saturday. Alright, and then one of my other favorite parts of this planner, as if everything else isn't my favorite, but another favorite part of these planners are going to be the goal setting sheets. So I believe when you set a goal, you need to set a bunch of smaller goals that'll help you to accomplish that one big goal. So that's exactly how I split that up into these planners. So this is a new edition that wasn't in the first edition of these planners. So you simply would just sit your big goal here in this circle, and then you'll think to yourself, you know, what all do I need to accomplish in order to make it to this big goal? So let's say your big goal is you want to make $500 this month. Well, what do you need to do to make $500? Do you need to consistently create new content? Do you need to consistently promote your products? Do you need to open up new spots for maybe your coaching packages? Do you need to follow up with people who have already inquired about your services? So what do you need to accomplish to make it to that big goal? And then I just have some space here for you to just write a few quick little notes at the bottom as well. And then at the end of each month too, you'll see the space for content ideas. So again, if you're out and don't want to carry around a bunch of notebooks, I've created space for you to just jot down ideas. So a lot of free space for you to really make this planner how you want it to look. And then we get into the weekly spreads. So the weekly spreads I absolutely adore, just because of how it is broken up. So when I plan out my days, I plan out my days according to must-dos and to-dos. So must-dos are going to be items that absolutely have to get done. So these are going to be things that typically are going to make your business money. So that's going to be like following up with a potential client, or putting the finishing touches on your new course videos. So those must-dos, I have that broken down for you to get done at the beginning of your day. And then secondly, you'll have space for you to record your to-dos. So to-dos are things that of course are important, but if you don't get them done, it won't immediately affect your business. So these can just be like clearing out your email, or going ahead and scheduling your social media for the next few days. So those are the to-dos. So every week is going to be split up just like this. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I didn't split those up into must-dos and to-dos, just because I figure either you're not working at all, or you're just kind of like finishing up some things that you didn't get done during the week. So Saturday and Sunday, I don't have those split up, but you can definitely label them as you would like. And of course, I have weekly gratefulness at the bottom. So this week, what am I grateful for? So you want to list out every week just something that really made yourself proud, or something that you were just really excited about. So what were you grateful for this week? And then of course, more spaces for you to record notes. And each week is like that. And as you can see, even the weekly spreads are blank, so you will literally just fill in September 27th, 2017. So you can literally start using this, you guys, at any month during any time of the week you can get started. All right, and the last thing I want to show you is going to be at the end of every month. I created a little check sheet for monthly maintenance. So it just reminds you to kind of do some little maintenance items in your brand that we typically don't think about, or typically kind of like get in a rush and don't do. So I created these just for you to get a better idea of what we should be doing at the end of every month. So definitely record your stats and income for the month. So you can do things like review your budget and create a new one for the next month. So just these little maintenance items I've created here. And then I've also created a blank space for you to go ahead and kind of jot down your own if there's anything not listed. And then I also have monthly reflection questions. So they just ask you, did you hit your income goal for this month? If not, what do you think went wrong, or what do you think you could do better the next month? I also created, just questions asking you, what did you learn from this month, and what can you take into the next month with you? And then overall, how did this month make you feel? And then also, what can you do differently in the upcoming month to eliminate any negative thoughts, self-doubt, or even comparison? So these questions and this little check sheet really just helps you to just sit tight and just take stock of the previous month before you go into the new month. You definitely don't want to go into the new month frazzled, or not knowing what you should be expecting or what you should be planning out. So it's really important that, at the end of every month, to just kind of take stock and just think about, everything that you've learned, everything you've experienced, and how you can make that next month even better. So you guys, this was the Ultimate Weekly Planner here again. And I am going to show you how I use the monthly version in my own brand next. Alright, so this is the one that I use for myself. So this is the Ultimate Monthly Business Planner. Probably in my favorite pattern of all time, but I absolutely love it. It's not as thick as you can see as the Ultimate Weekly Planner, but still chock full of good information. Still has those same beginning pages like I showed you in the first time. So again, has the little created by the Alicia Nicole logo in the back here. But I'm going to show you how I use this for my own brand. So just to let you know, I only use this planner to fill out my content for the month. So I use this to track any income goals. I use this to create like my blog posts, plan out my YouTube videos, my newsletters, and I have another planner that I use for like my daily life and to keep track of like coaching clients. But I strictly use this for product launches, service launches, and just regular monthly content as well. So I have a little sticky tab here, which I love these. Since these don't have monthly tabs, I love using these little sticky tabs here. So in here, as you can see, I color code everything. So I have emails are orange, blog posts are green, video is going to be blue. I have like a little affirmation that I have written down here on the side as well. I have my positive affirmations, and of course my 3 big goals for this month. So this is how I use my planner. So I sit down usually at the end of every month, and I just think about what my big goals are. I think about what I'm going to be launching during that month as well. So for the month of September, I was really working hard on my Art of Storytelling in-person masterclass, which was on the 17th of this month, and it was amazing. So all the content I was creating was about this storytelling class and about creating just good content as well. And then I also knew that after I was launching this class in person, that I was going to do it online too, which is coming up in this next week. So all the content I decided to create for this month has something to do with telling your story or creating incredible content, because I wanted to lead up into this online class that I'm teaching. Any other month, if I don't have anything big planned that I'm actually launching, I'll just take some time at the beginning of every month or at the end of every month, and that I'll just kind of jot down a bunch of content ideas that I would like to write about. I then decide whether I'm going to use those for blog posts, whether I want to use those for videos, or whether I want to send those out to my newsletter subscribers. So I kind of label each, and then I go in here to my planner and I literally color code everything. So I don't write like blog posts beside it or email beside it. I just literally color code it. So I know that why your audience isn't falling in love with you was going to be a newsletter. And then I have this one here, which is the post that went live today. The anatomy of great content. So that was a blog post. So that's really what I do. There is no, big strategy or anything behind it. I literally just sit down at the end of every month and think about what I want to create, what I'll be launching, what my big income goals are, and what I have to do to get to that goal. So I literally just create the content around that, and then I go in and just label what days I'm going to launch those or which days I'm going to publish those. As far as writing out my content, I typically, depending on how busy my month is, I try to at least outline my content ahead of time, which really makes it easier when it's time to go in and just kind of edit and add in graphics. But since this month was really busy, I've literally just been creating my content like the night before. But that's totally up to you. I would suggest color coding. It just makes it a lot more easier to look at as an overall spread. And it just makes it a little bit more simpler too. So you can literally look at the date and automatically know what it is that you're gonna launch. And if you guys are wondering, I do use these pens. They are the Papermate little flare pens. So that's what I use. And it doesn't really bleed through either, just a little bit, but not a lot. I'm not sure if you can tell here. But of course, like I said in the, when I was talking about the weekly planner, I go through and I set my goals up for here as well. So yes, for all those wondering, I do use my own products. But yeah, that's really just how I kind of label out my month. So nothing too strategic, nothing too big. I literally just think about what I want to create, then I go in and just fill in my calendar. If you're wondering what I use for like my daily life, if you're wanting to use what I use for like daily to-do lists, daily must-do lists, I use the Day Designer here. So this is the one I use. Absolutely adore it. Many people are wondering why I decide to use this and not just my weekly version. That's because I am a paper planner hoarder, and I absolutely love using other different types of planners. So to kind of giving myself, enjoyment, I guess you could call it, I use both planners, but you absolutely don't have to. If you want something that's all in one, you could definitely just use the weekly spread if you like. All right, and then one thing I wanted to show you in the monthly version that's not actually in the weekly version is going to be these take note pages. So again, if you hate carrying around a bunch of notebooks all the time, if you really just want a space to jot everything down, in the back of just the monthly version, I have these little take note pages here. So it's just little pages you can jot down ideas, you can jot down more content. And I think there's about 10 pages. So definitely enough pages for you to just get down your ideas. But as far as that goes, this is the Ultimate Monthly Business Planner. Again, this is the one that I use in my own brand. I absolutely adore it. And if you are interested in purchasing one of your own, you can head over to thealicianicole.com/shop, or you can find both on Amazon and Amazon UK.